The word beast gets thrown around a lot these days. People say, oh, I'm a beast, or this guy's a beast. But do you even know how to beast? If you don't know, you're going to learn today from our guests. Let's get the show started. Yo, what up? Welcome to another episode of Victory Talk Podcast. This is episode 230. God damn, we've been doing this shit for a long time. I am your host, Big Brandon Carter, King Keto, Gymnasium Jesus, the Southside Savior, and I got a guest today. I'm gonna introduce him in a minute. But first, man, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the best producer in the game. All right. There's been a lot of great producers in the world. All right. For one of the first great producers, Harvey Weinstein. Then that was the best producer in film. Then the best producer in music, P. Diddy Combs. And now following in the footsteps of these great men is the great producer, the best producer in podcast, Nima, the beast from the Middle East. You know what it is, straight out of Iran.
Let's get it. Sand Asia.
Yeah. People don't even know it's Asia, these dummies. They learned something today. They're going to learn a lot today. That's the first fact they learned, that fucking Iran is in Asia. You heard? All right. Speaking of sand, when I moved to Miami, I brought sand to the beach. My girlfriend, Minovia, who's gonna be manning the chats, she's behind the scenes. She's not in the podcast room. She's in the kitchen because Myron told me that's where they belong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just following directions. She really got a laptop in the kitchen. You know, that's where the desk is. That's her preferred seating arrangement. I ain't really forcing her to be in the kitchen. She can sit at any table in the house. But you know, I think she's got a genetic predisposition to want to be in the kitchen because of the way her chromosomes are made up. All right. Now we got a special guest. I'm introducing in a minute, but Nima, we got a sponsor.
Damn, it took us 230 episodes.
Yeah, we got two sponsors.
Wow.
Yeah, two
well
sponsors.
Deserved.
See, these other podcasts, man, they trying to sell you motherfucking me undies, fancy underwear. They trying to sell you motherfucking high-tech mattresses, motherfucking robot AI mattress. Motherfuckers put AI in the mattress and they sell it on podcasts. You know what I'm saying? They trying to sell you LMNT, motherfucking salt. Motherfuckers trying to sell you salt. Not here at Victory Talk. At Victory Talk, I sponsor myself. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And I got a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. And to show you exactly how to grow your online fitness business. That's how I made my first million. You know what I'm saying? The first million is the hardest. That's the hardest, pause. All right. And that's how I taught over 15,000 people how to grow successful online fitness businesses. You've seen some of my proteges, people who I've worked with in the past on the internet. You know them. Ask Austin Dunham, he'll tell you. Ask FitX. Ask Corey Armstrong. Oh, ask him. Just go ask him. Did Brandon help me? Say yeah. Now I want to help you with a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. Click the link in the description. It's 100% free. Nima, we got one more sponsor.
Let's go.
This is something we haven't talked about much at all. We've been keeping it under wraps until now. I think it's time we can share it with them. I think it's time they already learned. So we've been working on something with some Iranian scientists on a new product. All right. When Nima brought this from Iran, he had this handcuffed to his wrist. All right. You know what I'm saying? Because they was over in Iran enriching it. And it's Thot Repellent. Thot Repellent is the easy to apply spray that keeps the hose away, right? Because once you start getting rich and you in great shape, man, it's like you ain't gonna be like, how do I rizz up girls? How do I get girls? Nah, man. It's gonna be like, how do I keep these girls away from me? Man, too many bitches. No más chicas, por favor. Right? And that's why we came up with Thot Repellent. So regular women will think will just smell it, it won't affect them. But it's been genetically engineered by Iranian scientists to only affect the DNA of thots, hoes, sluts, skanks, skeezers, Jezebels, skanks, and hood rats. We added hood rats to the formula. After some trial and error, the hood rats were still getting through. So you can spray this on yourself. It will repel up to 12 thots for about 10 to 12 hours. You might have to reapply depending on what your plans are. You can, and it works. It's really good. Now, all your super chats go towards development of this because the initial investment came from some Israeli connections, some connections that I had in Israel. Right. But they've been busy. They've been busy with like a little genocide, you know what I'm saying? A little famine. You know what I'm saying? They just been a little busy, man. So they couldn't like they've been focused on that. So now for the rest of the funds, we crowdfunded. All right. So all your super chats go towards development of Thot Repellent. Our Israeli investors said that the Iranian scientists are about 2 weeks away from having this out. We're about 2 weeks away, man. They've enriched enough of it to, and if we get enough super chats within the two weeks, we'll be able to drop this bomb. We'll be able to drop this bomb. All right, 2 weeks, guys. If it doesn't come out, it's your fault. Now, side effects. Now, the FDA says I gotta tell you what the side effects are. Thanks a lot, Biden. Right. But anyway, so side effects include, but are not limited to kung fu vomit, reverse puberty, wet nightmares, rapid eyelash growth, male camel toe, Puerto Rican credit score, reverse suicide. Can you say suicide on YouTube? We're about to find out. Violent ejaculations, Dominican fashion, itchy nipples, Robert Kiyosaki head, red pill rage, purple doo-doo, and British teeth. But these are small. Oh, and negative affirmations. Oh. Oh, and Gaza Strip poker. Gaza Strip poker. I heard it's the bomb. Nima, you're not allowed to laugh at that. It's not funny. Small price to pay. Small price to pay to keep the thoughts away. All right. Speaking of thoughts, I got a former dating coach I'm about to introduce. Now this guy, let me tell you something about this guy. When he first came onto the scene on YouTube, he made me want to quit YouTube because I was making fucking YouTube videos with like webcams and yelling at the cameras. No, I would put up videos with no edits. This motherfucker came on the scene, had a drone in every video, mad camera angle, making this vlog all cinematic. You know what I'm saying? And he almost made me want to quit. I said, I don't know if I can do this. Right. He went on to get over 1 million YouTube followers, man. He had 1 million before me, and he started way after. I used to see this motherfucking before like YouTube was popping. I had a blog. You know, motherfuckers make money off blogs, and I would see that this kid had a blog, and I was publishing Amazon books, and this kid had Amazon books, so I knew of him. Then I was like, "Is this the same kid?" He was like, "Yeah, it is him, man." And now he's got over 1 million YouTube subscribers. He's crushing it. You know, let me introduce my dog. Oh, and he just came out with something new, a baby. He just premiered a new baby. My man David from How to Beast. What up, homie?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Listen, good to have you.
I hit 1 million before you, but your plaque is at least twice the size of the one they sent me.
Oh, is that right? It was, black is bigger.
That's what it is, man.
Listen, that's what I've heard.
I mean, I didn't get around to ordering it until a few months ago.
you got the old one?
No, I must have got the new one. They must have downsized it.
Yeah, they made it.
They made them smaller?
Because I hit 1 million a while ago, but then once we moved back to Texas, like this is like 3 years after I got 1 million, if I put the order in.
Oh, and they sent you a little
They
tiny
downsized it, man.
that's how I felt when they came out with a new 100,000 one. Because I had the old 100,000 one. Like they don't even look like this no more. Like kids won't even know what that is. That's what they used to look like. Now the 100,000 ones are just
like that
small version of silver.
yeah, much smaller.
Yeah. Damn, they sent you a tiny one, man.
It's my gold one's a little bigger than your silver one, and my silver one's a little smaller than your silver one. Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, man. What the hell?
And they making money.
Yeah,
they making money, man, off us.
That Thot Repellent, though, man. Last time I was on the show was 2 weeks away from being ready. Also,
was it?
Yeah.
Well, it's 2 weeks is different in Israel.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, man. 2 weeks is different in Israel because Benjamin, he been telling me that Iran was 2 weeks away from a bomb since I was a child.
Since I was born, I think. Yeah.
Since he was born. They've been it's Israeli 2 weeks. That shit can go on forever, man. Right. Shout out to the chosen people, man. The homie Dimitri. I bought all my jewelry from, you know what I'm saying? I was at a Jewish wedding, and I saw people wearing them tiny hats.
Yep.
And they had a table full of tiny hats. And I was like, fuck, what am I supposed to do with this shit? And I was like, they were like pinned into their head, but I ain't got hair, right? So I'm like, damn, I need some adhesive. Yo, chew up some gum. Tell my girl, chew up some gum, give it to me. But they said I ain't need to do it. So it's cool.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, man, what's up with you?
Nothing, man. Just the baby's out. This guy's.
What, you want to just talk about Israel more, or? I'm fucking with you.
Hey, we can talk about Israel. We can talk about babies, man.
Let's talk about Israel and YouTube blacks. I'm sure everybody would love that. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. So you got the baby?
Yeah, man. 7. She may be almost 8 months, 7.5 months.
Oh man,
yeah.
That's an awful age.
Yeah, it was the first they're like asleep, right? For the first few months they're asleep. You don't really hear them. Like my wife was dealing.
They sleep in the day.
They sleep.
Was yours sleeping at night?
Mine's been sleeping at night basically since the beginning.
That's fucking dope, man.
We did get like a nighttime sleep trainer that kind of I think trained her up a little bit.
Damn, damn! You had a personal trainer for your baby.
yeah, man.
Yo, come on, man. You making money, man. Yo, this motherfucker making money. He had a trainer for a fucking infant.
Now, man, they teach him how to sleep. It works.
Yeah.
But then she's at the age now where like if she's not sleeping and she's not eating, somebody's got to be there in front of her, just like entertaining her. She's
they won't just chill.
Out. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't like to just chill, man. Like take it easy, you know. So that's like, So is it? Did it suck at first? You probably can't say it on camera.
Well, to be honest, I know I got to give my wife full credit because she, she's the one who woke up in the night. She's the one who took care of her. I just kind of kept working.
You know what? I used to have to sing to my son, you know, when he was like real little. And I would sing T-Pain to him. Like, no, because they sound like nursery rhymes. Like, I can put you in a log cabin somewhere in Aspen. Girl, it ain't nothing to the pain. We can change your last name. What you asking for? Right? It sounds like nursery rhymes.
I think it's gonna put me to sleep, man.
Yeah. See, it's soothing.
My daughter likes these Spanish nursery rhymes and the Spanish music.
So she was just playing like Gasolina from like Little Daddy Yankee.
A little bit different,
you know
but I haven't tried Gasolina yet. Is your wife is she Spanish? Is she regular white or she's like some kind of different kind of white? No, man, she regular old white.
Is this regular white? I thought she was from Spain.
No, my family's from Spain.
Your family's from Spain. Yeah. Oh, so you not regular white?
No, I'm not regular. Well, you could say European white is regular white.
Yeah. But when I think regular white, I think like British.
Nah, or Spanish white.
All right. That's what's up, man. Yeah. All right. So you got you got a reggaeton daughter,
Mhm.
and she's doing good. You know what I'm saying? What's her name? You might not want to say her name. I don't say my son's name on camera. You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Fuck you, asked me.
What kind of shit is she into, man? She's fucking with Dora the Explorer, or she fucking with what's them kids who like live underwater and go to school and they got a fish teacher. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
All right.
Nah, she's not fucking with anything yet. I mean, she likes the Spanish music, but
yeah, little Bad Bunny.
Yeah, little Bad Bunny. But other than that, not much, man. Yeah.
All right. So what's it like being a dad versus being single? What are the pros and cons?
So skipping past marriage and girlfriend.
Yeah,
single versus baby.
Oh yeah, my fault. I'm sorry, not single. I'm sorry. No, I'm just excited. What's
I can do. I mean, I can do that comparison.
No. What's the difference between just being in a relationship? How did things change once you had a baby? As far as like your business, your schedule, your relationship with the wife.
There's less. Like not volatility, maybe variability on a daily basis with the routine, you know what I mean, which can be good for business actually, because I have like I go to bed earlier, you know, go to bed a bit earlier, I wake up a bit earlier. I'm kind of locked in at my desk a little longer, and there's less because we have a nanny, but if the nanny's not around, we can't just be like, yo, let's go to Miami, let's go to Spain, or let's just drive downtown to a nice restaurant. See, those things are planned a little bit ahead of time, so there's less volatility, which is maybe more stability can be good, but maybe a little less excitement. Okay. Granted, we're 7 months in.
Yeah, you brand new. Man. You brand new. Yeah. All right. How have you changed as a person, David?
How have I? I'll be honest. For me,
yeah.
So are you religious?
You know what I'm saying? I grew up Christian, and Jesus, that's the big dog. Yeah. You've been holding it down for like 2,000 years now. Yeah. So it's like 2,025 years in a row. Yeah. So you got to show some respect to that, man. Yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, for me, when because that's been one of the bigger changes. Like when I saw that first, man, I always forget what's it. They don't take X-ray of the stomach. What is it? It's a
yeah, the X-ray.
It's an X-ray.
Good, close enough.
The X-ray where you see
ultrasound.
The ultrasound. I can never. That's the one I can never.
When they point the laser at the
baby. when you see the baby moving inside the belly, it was just like because I was raised Christian also. I was raised Catholic, and but when I saw that, it kind of like was the first time I feel like I felt this like real like strong presence of God in my life. So I don't know that other than that if there's been any big changes for me, but I felt more I've been feeling more connected to God, man. Feeling his presence in my life. I've been actually like reading the Bible page. You know, when I was a kid, obviously I went to church a lot, like segments here and there, but I've been each morning reading a little bit of the Bible, and maybe it's made me a little bit more reflective and like taking a different perspective on, you know, maybe it's easy. And it's a benefit, right? To kind of just like put your head down, grind. We talked about that. Consistency and persistence over like years. You're not really going to fail. You eventually get to wherever you're trying to go.
Yeah.
But maybe it's giving me a little perspective. Not that, that's a waste of time, but like, am I just in this like little rat race forever? Or is it like a different, or should I take a zoom out a little bit and be like, all right, like what's the meaning of all this? I don't even know what the question is yet. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what's going on here.
You know, how it changed me was I started thinking about him when I take actions, you know, like, you know, I would be a little less cautious just in general with my own life. You know what I'm saying? Like if I die, I die, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with, you know, or like this decisions I make. Okay, how does this going to be reflected on my son if I do this, you know, or like, you know, it's, you know, my son might have saved some people's lives. They don't know that though.
No, I think that's true. I hadn't thought about it like that, but I have for a while I was addicted to just backflipping off of things. Like off of like,
I used to see you do that.
Yeah, off of like boats and yachts and like whatever I could backflip off. I just want to backflip off it. Today, if I was on top of a yacht, I feel like I'd be like, you know, it ain't worth the risk.
It ain't worth.
Because like if I hit my head and I end up in the hospital brain dead or something, man. But then like my kid's not gonna have a dad. Like so it does change. It does change it in that. It's not just like,
oh, I'll be her and I'll figure it out. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, but then my kid's not gonna have a dad.
Yeah, and then I also think about like now when I'm making like hustling and making money, I think about it like, oh shit, all right, I want to send him to the best schools. I want to send him to the, the best shit. God forbid he get accepted to Ivy League college or something. And it was like, oh, it's a lot of money. I just want to make sure you got it. I think about shit like that.
I do think it made me reframe a little bit because before I was almost just like grinding for the growth. You know what I mean? Just because you kind of get addicted, maybe whether it's like money or social media or whatever it is. It's like you just kind of get addicted to like hitting the next level.
Yeah.
But now I think you're right. It's more because I think for a moment too, right after having the kid, you have that moment in your head where you're like, am I going to go down this like stereotypical path where I'm just like this depressed, like husband and it's like, oh, my life's over, man. Like my life sucks.
Yeah.
So I think I had to reframe it a little bit to be like, you know what? Now my life actually is like more meaning. The grind has more meaning. Now.
Yeah.
Like this actually pushed me to work a bit harder because now it's not just like numbers in a bank account. It's like that's my kid's future too.
And they gonna look up to you, right? Or they won't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, okay, so Red, you have a son, I have a daughter.
Yeah.
And at first, I mean, I'll be honest, I'll be real. Like with the very single instant I found out, I was like, oh man, because I'd always like, I think every guy like pictures having a son.
Fuck. You read the Bible. Remember that part when Jesus was flipping over the tables? That's one of my favorite parts, man. When Jesus fucking wild out.
He was like a rebel in a lot of different parts of the Bible.
He was going nuts. You ever see somebody flip a table in real life? No, because it's crazy.
I don't think I have.
You never will. But Jesus was doing that, man. And that's how I would have reacted if I found out.
Well, so yeah, at first there was a little bit like not disappointment, maybe a little bit, right? But then whatever. After that, I was like, whatever, like this is out of my hands, whatever. This is a guy's hands, like I'll be a good dad.
Yeah.
And then it was actually, do you know Luke Barnett? He's an ex MMA fighter. He does content now too. He's a good guy. Anyway, he has two daughters. He has two daughters, and I did a podcast with him before having the daughter. I remember he told me because I asked him like, oh, like sons, like how's that feel?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I look at it as if you have a son, it's like, oh, I'm setting an example for what he should look up to. Like I want to be like my dad or better than my dad. But he's like, if you have a daughter, you have to think of it as like I'm setting an example of like what she would accept from a man.
Yeah.
So if I'm a piece of shit, she's gonna probably fall in with a piece of shit.
Yeah. So
I think I take that seriously. You got to take it just as seriously.
Yeah. I ain't met no real like whores who had good dads. I ain't met them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they exist. And I don't want to disrespect the real whores out there or the fathers of real whores out there because I want to know you are seen. But I haven't seen men. They're more rare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So there's still a significance there. You still want to be a leader and an example, but just maybe for a slightly different reason.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's legit. I mean, I think that's like for real legit, especially with the daughter. I think with the daughter, it's almost like more pressure to be the man because, the kind of, you said, like what you said, you setting the example, you setting the precedence,
And they say that boys are more difficult at the beginning because they're just like wilding out and like tearing shit up and getting hurt. I mean, when I was a kid, I was in trouble all the time, break a window, like always causing problems. But then once they get to be like 14, 15, then it completely flips because I think that's when girls get rebellious. Also, you start worrying about what your daughter's doing. And then guys get easier and more wholesome a lot of times, like after 14, 15.
I got a friend. He's older than us, right? He's almost like a mentor, right? And I don't want to say his name, but you might know him actually. Okay. And he's a good dude. And I was talking to him. He said, "Yeah, man, daughters are great until they become like 13." And then he whispered it to me. He said, "They become little fucking assholes."
That's what, because I grew up with myself and a brother, so I haven't really experienced that. But that's what my wife keeps warning me. She's like, when she gets into her teenage years, like she's gonna hate us.
Yeah. So
Hopefully not. But
hey, man, maybe you can break the mold. If anyone can do it, it's you, man.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
That's
what we're talking about.
Yeah. But he said they become little assholes.
Yeah. I guess I can see it. I mean, I grew up with my brother. Do you have any brothers, sisters?
I got a brother. I got two brothers. One I ain't never met. ghetto shit. And and I got 2 sisters, but I didn't grow up with them. They like way older than me. It's from my parents' other marriages.
So you grew up with one brother?
I grew up by myself because my parents had those kids before in their previous relationships. Then they got married and had me.
Okay, I got you.
So I was the only one whose parents was together.
Okay, I got
chosen
you.
one.
The chosen one.
But my sister was like 13 years older than me, and she would be around a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with her because my mom moved when I was little. She moved because of her job, but my sister didn't want to move, so she stayed with my grandma because that's what they had, like mad family there and friends, and she didn't want to move, so she stayed with my grandma. So I ain't grow up with her. I ain't start seeing her till she went to college, and she would come visit. You know
my gosh,
yeah. But by that time, yeah.
Do you think it was because I mean I grew up with the brother who was 3 years older than me, but do you think growing up, I guess you weren't an only child, but effectively
I felt like I was the only child.
As an only child, do you think that's helped you or like hurt you?
I mean, I think it was dope, man. Like there was some parts where you be bored because you be by yourself. But it's fine. You got more resources. You ain't got to compete for resources. Like like I remember I had more shit than my friends with brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got to split half the shit.
Yeah.
I had more shit. I had my own room. I think it was pretty cool. More attention. From the parents. I thought it was cool, man.
Glass half full.
Yeah. I think siblings are a bit overrated. Because everybody I know, man, with some siblings, they all got issues with them and shit.
Yeah. Me and my brother got along. It was good having like when we traveled because we grew up in the U.S. but we went to Spain for the summers, and it was always good like having. I feel like I would have been real bored if I was just there by myself.
Yeah.
Well, we had our cousins, but at the time I didn't speak fluent Spanish yet, so I was like.
You speak fluent Spanish now?
Yeah. But
so.
At the time, I'd be with my Spanish cousin. We could like play with them, but you can't really you can't even like talk to each other.
You can't even speak to this motherfucking man. Familia. Yeah, familiar. All right. What's business like, man? Talk to me, man. So you want to should probably ask you first, but you shut down your supplement company.
Yeah, you've done the same, right?
Yeah,
you've been down that path.
Did the same thing. I remember when you came out with a video and I called you. Remember I called you? Yeah. Like, right? I was like, hey, man. What was that like for you?
Well, it's funny because I think I was literally in the delivering room at the hospital and I was telling you, I'm wrapping up you checked in on me, which I appreciate. And I was like, I think I'm wrapping up the supplement business. And you sent me a chart of it must have been your income.
Yeah.
And you were like, this is the point I closed my supplement business. And then it went up after that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I think I bit off more than I could chew, which can be good a lot of times, right? If you can but I do think that's kind of a little cheat code. Almost sometimes you bite off more than you can chew and you just like adapt and you make it work.
Yeah.
But when I was spreading my focus between different businesses, I think it became like the neglected child or something, where like I was like, there's potential here. We had one product that was hidden with ads and it was doing good organically, but like me and the partner I had in it, it was not either of our primary business. Yeah. So we'd like, we talk about it once a month and get really excited, but then like things wouldn't get executed because we both to go to like other priorities that were on our plate. So it started feeling like this more than just a time suck. I started feeling like this annoying thing that was frustrating,
like a nuisance.
Yeah, like man, this could grow, and it decided to piss me off and then distract me from the other businesses. So I closed it down. I mean, it was the right decision.
Because I hit him up and I was like, listen, when I had a little kind of an exit from my supplement company, right, and my income tripled because I'd like stopped doing everything but the one business. Yeah. And then once I was able to put all my eggs in that basket, the income just tripled, man. Yeah. And sometimes it's better to concentrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard. It was hard to walk away from it.
Yeah.
And the product we had, it was like greens with test boosters inside of it. And it was like a really clean marketing angle and a good product, but like it is still tough because to this day I get comments on my stuff. Yeah. Like, man, I want more greens plus tests. Like, where's it at, bro? I'm like, fuck, man, maybe we should have shut down. But it was the right decision because it's especially I was adding a baby into the mix at the time, which again, that's really my wife's primary responsibility. But still, it's still like something else in my life.
It's something. Right?
And I was already at like mentally at least at a point, not a breaking point, but like where relieving that, I think this year I've definitely implemented more marketing strategies
Yeah.
for my other two main offers because that one was not in the mix.
Yeah, sometimes, man, you know, a lot of times, okay, people start like multiple businesses for one or two reasons. One, I think the way you did it was because you were just really ambitious and you feel like you can do a bunch of stuff. But most people are doing it, I believe, is because they're hedging their bets. They're, you know, because if they believe that one of those businesses would make them $1 million, then that's all they would do.
No, it's a,
You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling you this before we started that for me, because I was like, I just want to figure out an online business. I was doing the blog. I was publishing the ebooks and having some success, but nothing where I was like looking at my income each year. You know, each year I was like, man, this is really that. Like, it's great that I'm working for myself now, but like, this isn't it. I might go back and get another software job if this is how this shit sticks up. You know, like this ain't going to get me where I want to be. And then it was 2017. I'm not going to post on Facebook. I'm not even going to post on Instagram. I'm not going to do a podcast. I'm literally going to make 2 YouTube videos a week. Yeah. And within 6 months, maybe 8 months, let's say, the channel went from 3,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers.
It's good growth.
And that also creates like a positive feedback loop. Yeah. Then I did invest more time into the videos. Mm-hmm. I started getting the drones out, man. I started making this guy feel bad. No, but like I just made me want to invest more and more and more. And the money just became a byproduct of like the audience growth.
But you started growing when you started concentrating. That's
exactly. I had to go all in. No, the mindset had to be
all in.
I'm going to do this for 12 months. Like as seriously as I can. Yeah. And I told myself, I don't know if I would have walked away, but I told myself if I'm still really fed up in 12 months on January 1st, 2018, then I'll walk away and know that I did it.
What would you say the keys are to building a successful YouTube channel? Because you got over how many subscribers you got now?
Like 1.7, maybe
1.7, almost 2 million, you know, and you did it faster than it took. You did it way before I hit 1 million. I've been on YouTube longer. So what were your keys to building to growing your YouTube channel like rapidly?
Okay. Let me see if I can boil it down to 3 things.
Okay.
One, I think just committing to an upload schedule. Mm-hmm. So I did 2 videos every Monday, every Thursday. I honestly haven't missed an upload since 2017.
Come on.
But I think that like, it was like a commitment, like, right. Like a contract I signed with myself. Yeah. And even if maybe some weeks it forces me to publish like a kind of filler shit video, like, there's still something to that consistency.
Yeah, for sure. Because you can think yourself out of posting, and then you miss 1 week, and then you miss. Then it's okay to miss weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Then you miss one. Then sooner or later, you're not doing the shit at all. Yeah.
At some point, I'm going to transition to 1 video a week, but I've been telling myself that for like years, and it's like it's a mental block that I can't get past because that was the one commitment that like led to the success of everything else. Mm-hmm, so anyway, commit to an upload schedule. I think if you're doing long form, 2 videos a week is a good balance where you can make quality content. And not overextend yourself, but they're not just like shit videos. You're just like, film and edit it in 20 minutes. 2, legitimately try and make each upload better than the last. You know, especially those first 2 years, every time I'd film a video and edit it, then I'd like have like a viewing party for myself where I'd watch the video and I'd watch it really analytically. And I was really proud of it because I was doing this, but I'd be like, all right, at the beginning, for example, I used to do this weird thing where like it was a nervous tick. Obviously, like I talked out like the side of my mouth or something. Yeah. But then I would like analyze it. All right, next video, like doesn't matter what else happens in the video. I'm not going to do that one time. Yeah.
Or, you know, it's funny, man. When you edit your own videos, it makes you change things about yourself because you see all your imperfections. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So some of it could be like on-screen charisma, but maybe it could also be, oh man, that segment felt really flat. We need to put like background music in that segment.
Yeah.
So always look for, even if it's a small thing, one thing you can do better.
Okay.
And 3rd, you got to ride the waves. You have to find the waves on you. This is maybe the biggest thing because for me, I noticed that first year I was publishing, you know, how to build muscles, ectomorph, how to be more confident. And then I just did a couple videos approaching girls in the streets and they weren't even like good, but I think maybe that's what made them good is that they were like real, right? Yeah, they're kind of awkward. And a few of those, I was like, oh shit, man, this is, you know, at the time, maybe I was getting 3,000 views of videos. Oh shit, man, this got 50K views and it's still getting more. So let me try again. And I realized that was a wave that obviously like people's attention at the time. I don't think that would work in 2025 like it would have been, but maybe it was like at the time a lot of RSD and the guys they had it all behind paid walls maybe. So like by doing like infield footage, like people liked it. So I doubled and tripled down on that. I hated making the videos. They were a pain in the ass. But I doubled and tripled down and I started doing, you know, 2 of those a month. And that's really what built probably the first 100, 200K subscribers. And then after that, I was like, all right, I got to pivot away from this because this is not like sustainable for me.
Yeah.
But it was a wave that I rode.
Yeah.
Another wave could be
I think you were in that vlogging wave, right?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was seeing guys like Christian Guzman, Max Chunin, who are both my friends now. I saw like them getting more popular. I noticed I liked them.
Yeah.
So that I don't know if that was a wave. That was me. Like I was like, I'm gonna make like the self-improvement how-to videos, like a Alpha M or a Teach 'em Men's Fashion Mate, but I'm gonna do it in the style of like this like vlog.
That's something you do really well. Like that's something I've always admired, and I've never been able to figure out exactly how to do that. You know,
I don't know if it hits the same now, but at the time it was different. It was different.
Yeah, you were killing that shit. You still, you know, it's like that shit.
But that could be a fourth thing, is like take aspects you like of proven creators that are getting views and have an audience, but take different aspects and remix them into your own style. But you can do that anytime.
I think that works really well.
Yeah.
You know, and the people I've seen get successful fast, it's almost like they're mixing niches, like niche mixing. So like you were mixing vlogging with self-improvement, right? And nobody was really doing that.
No, but I used to get comments like, bro, just give us the tips.
Yeah.
I don't want to see your day. But I was like, man, the views are going up though. So
yeah, you were really doing it. And then I remember when Connor Murphy went on his run, you know, he was mixing like pranks with fitness, with pickup, right? Because he was like, you know, so he was like a triple mix, and we had never seen that before, you know. And even now, like Fresh and Fit, they mix podcasts almost with dating advice. Yeah. And now they're moving into other realms, you know. But it's like when people mix something together that hasn't been seen, that you create something new, you know.
You know, like Greg Doucette is kind of like a reaction video, but in a specific niche.
Yeah. And
he rode the Natty or Not wave, right? Like, that's another example of a wave. And at that time, a random person could have probably also started putting out high quality Natty or Not videos that built an audience. Yeah, we're past that wave, but like you pay attention and notice.
That was that Natty or Not was a wave, you know. And that's also a cheat code too, right? Like reaction videos, because then it's almost like doing a collab. Yeah, like you get the same kind of views as if you did a collab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you do back in those days when Bradley Martin was making fitness videos and shit, you do a Natty or Not on Bradley Martin, you're gonna get all his traffic. Yep. You know, so that's a cheat. Reaction videos are a cheat code that still work.
Yeah, you just gotta react to the wave. Yeah, react to the trend. Yeah.
That still works, you know. And so nobody was doing it in fitness until it was him. It was more plates and dates, right?
More plates and dates. Greg Doucette and who's the other guy who was doing it? Philion was doing a lot of that.
Oh, yeah. I think he moved on.
Yeah, he moved on to more like kind of seemed like more documentary type videos he tries to make.
Yeah. And, you know, so like people, or you gotta be careful with as far as that. Like if you're attacking people, you can do reactions without attacking people, you know. But if you want to really go viral, attack people. You know, the problem with that is everybody ain't a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
But also it's like,
just be careful, man. Everybody ain't a bitch.
But we also trained earlier. We were talking about this, and it's like, do you want your audience to be built on like negativity and like victim mindset and like hate towards other people? Because if you're essentially all your content is just shitting on other people,
or those are all your fans,
then your fans are going to be people who are just relate with that vibe.
Yeah.
And you could probably grow a lot. I don't know that you're going to sell anything, or like you're actually providing value. You could actually argue that you're creating negative value because you're creating like an outlet for people just to feel like shit.
Well, Greg's the first one I seen like actually make money with that, you know. Like he seems to be doing,
but he's not like sour, or he's not really hateful on people when he's analyzing them. Really, I wouldn't say
that's all he's talking about.
Maybe. I like Greg.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, listen, he's made a lot of videos on me, and you know what I'm saying? I've talked to him like behind the scenes. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? He don't dislike me as much as he says, as much as it may appear. It's cool, man. And
it might not be cool.
No, because every time I would react to his reactions, but I never got hostile. Like I would always joke about it, and just because that's not my vibe. Like I've been on this shit like 15 years. I never had to attack I never attacked nobody You know what I'm saying?
I've
Like that's just
never-
not how I roll. And if other people want to do it, that's fine. You know, I'm not making a reference. It's just, you know, I grew up in Chicago and I seen people fucking killed over shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to say, you know, I'm a man of peace, right? But you know, Chicago motherfuckers would make songs about another person and they get their fucking block shot up, right? So like I was like super cautious. So even when I reacted like vegan games or anything, I was always like lighthearted about it. I never got fucking crazy because, you know.
Yeah. It's also better to take the high road with these things. Even because I reacted once to someone who made a few hit videos on me, but even then I tried to make it super just like logical and not like ad hominem attacks about the other person.
If I do, most of the time I don't react. Most of the time I don't even watch the video. But you know, Greg was big enough where it made sense to react.
Well, then it's content for you too.
It made sense. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time when people make a video about me, like I won't even watch it. Like if I see it and I was like, oh, this is not going to be constructive criticism. So I'm not trying to watch it. I'll just like fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I never watch the videos, but they come up on my feed sometimes. And there's this kid who like makes these shorts about me. Some kid, I don't know what he's saying. It doesn't seem like it's constructive. So I don't never watch him.
I do think that people can pull views with them, but then I also do think that you know what, it's gonna be this thought's not coming together.
I think it's hard to make money off that kind of audience. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, if you make money doing that, because I think it's difficult to make money off that. You know, I think you're taking a vow of poverty. One thing I do want to ask you is quality versus quantity. What's your take on it? Because initially, when I started, I was like, I would see the Hodge twins and Elliot hosts, right? Just no edits, yelling at the camera. Now this was bad man long ago, so I was like, fuck it. Then I started doing 2 videos a day, long form, and I would just no fucking drones, no edit, just yelling at the camera, giving advice, or like I would do the workout. The workout videos would have some edits, like the cardios every once in a while, but those just was one take. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had 3 cameras set up, it's easy to edit that. You know, just line up all the shits and then just chop here, chop there, like easy, right? But I was just going for volume. What's your take?
I think it's changed as YouTube's evolved. I think when I started putting extra effort into the videos with drone shots and cool edits and like some cinematic angles, that was novel at the time. And it felt really like, oh shit, like this is a YouTube video and this guy's got the drone in there. Like I think people, it helped engagement at the time. It's become commonplace. I think now the difficulty is not necessarily quality or quantity. I think that the bigger challenge now is that YouTube's become everything feels so derivative. And that's a lot of my challenge that I face now when trying to think of content ideas, is that like with self-improvement or with fitness or with business, even there's just so many people that have made so many videos that it's truly hard to feel like in the past, you could make a video 3 easy ways to approach girls and it would always hit, right? But like everything feels so derivative and seen now that it's, if you can, that's for me, that's the biggest challenge is, and it's maybe a little easy. I don't want to say it's harder as an older creator, but as you've made more videos, you've also like already approached a lot of different angles,
you said
topics from a lot of different angles. And you've dressed it up and dressed it down a few different ways. And even if I have an inspiration to talk about something again, I understand that for some people, how to be talking about confidence again. Like I don't need to see it.
You know what? How do you cope with that? What are your ways around that?
Part of it's trying to think of like organically think. AI can help, but sometimes AI by definition is a bit derivative because it has to pull from existing
pattern recognition.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's not really smarter than you, right? It just has more data points.
It helps you think a bit faster. But like if I try and use AI to come up with YouTube video ideas, it's going to serve me a lot of things that are 70% of the way there, but have some glaring problem that like this isn't going to hit.
It's difficult for it to be creative.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like creativity is still, maybe if you get super creative with your prompts, but I still think like AI it doesn't have soul. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It feels there's no soul.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all AI content doesn't have soul.
Yeah,
like
no,
it takes the artist to put the soul in it. Does that make sense?
Exactly. No, 100%. Yeah, I'd say I don't have a good. I mean, if I had a good answer for that, then
yeah. You know what I think about?
I wish I did.
I used to think about that too, like especially when I made only fitness content. I was like, "The fuck you gonna say?" Like it's like I said it all. You know what I'm saying? And then I think, oh man, if that were true, then no more books would come out.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this
I think I'm shifting more to a mindset of like being okay if videos don't have a super wide reach. And this is something that's hard for me because I've built this channel over so many years, but focusing more maybe on now like making a video topic that's going to really be specific and target to someone who it speaks to, and be okay if it doesn't get a bunch of views. Yeah. Because you can still make videos that are like oddly specific and that can feel fresh and new, but maybe it's not built to go viral,
Yeah. A lot of it is, what you're saying is right. Yeah. It's definitely true. It's better to have a niche audience, and maybe everything is not meant to go viral. However, I think a way for things to where you can cover topics that already been covered is perspective, right? Like you can get shit from AI, but AI can't give you your perspective. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so you can augment that with what you've been through, or like people you've coached, or shit that you had. And when you add perspective, that changes things, right? Because you think about music, man, there's only fucking 12 notes. Are you playing the instruments? No. All right, there's only fucking 12 notes, right? You know what I'm saying? But like, think about all the combinations of fucking music that's been made. Even back before there was like synthesizers and all that shit, we had fucking guitars and bass and drums and that's it, right? Trumpets and shit, right? Yeah. But you were able to put these 12 notes together in mad different ways. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think it's true. And I think a lot of it still goes back to like finding what's trending and where people's current awareness is on, because those are the things that if you have even a slightly fresh angle, it can catch on. Something that helps is looking at channels similar to yours and looking at the videos that they have and seeing, oh, out of the last 10 videos, this one really overperformed the average views. Because if you can find those, especially if it's like smaller creators,
you find a small channel that did,
and then it's like, oh, this video got 300K views. Like there's something to this title and thumbnail. Well, no, a lot of times I'll be like, I'm not going to watch the video because I don't want to make the content copy that. But like there's something to that title and thumbnail. Maybe I do something that's quite similar to it.
Yeah, put your own spin on it. Yeah. It's kind of like,
but even that's not working as that worked really effectively like 2 years ago and even 1 year ago. Now I find that those aren't even as
well because everyone's people know that shit. Yeah. There's one guy I know in particular, all his pretty much everyone he has is he finds that shit and puts it out. He's doing really well. Yeah. But
it used to work. What I'm talking about. It used to work. I might know who you're talking about too, but it used to work better than it does now.
Yeah. It's just really,
it's a game, man. Content is a game. It is.
Yeah, man. You got to find ways to be creative. You got to be willing to experiment with shit,
And now more than ever, I think you got to be willing to take L's on videos. In the past, there was a time where, and I wish the algorithm was still like this, but there was a time where like my subscribers, every video I published was going to be within like a very narrow band of views. And it was a good band, a band I was very happy with. And at some point they adjusted the algorithm. So it's less like following a Netflix series and more like each piece of content is just like completely disconnected from the last one, which I don't like because I'm a creator and like I feel like people like my content, just like serve them all my videos, but that's not how it works anymore.
Nah, because it's not like,
and maybe people's viewing habits changed too. Maybe in the past that's what people wanted to do, and now people don't have that relationship.
I get last month I did videos that got hundreds of thousands of views, and I made some videos that got 2,000 views. Right? It's so wide because
that wouldn't happen in 2019, 2020.
Because it was linear. Like you open YouTube, you see all the people you subscribe to. Yeah. Now, if you open the YouTube homepage, you'll see mostly shit you didn't subscribe to, and you'll see fucking just shit that you've been watching lately. Like you open my shit's gonna be all AI shit.
And it will change on a dime. If your viewing habits change for 3 days, and now I'm looking at something political a few times. Now my whole feed's political. Then I'm looking at something that's about the financial markets. Then my whole feed's financial markets. I
looked for a review of the Fantastic Four movie. Now I'm getting all comic book shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in my shit.
The Instagram Explore tab too. Same thing.
Yeah, for sure. My shit is like all watches.
Yeah, I can see that.
My shit is like all watches and like shit about content. Yeah, mostly watches. But it's like that's how I think that's good for new creators though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because now you can go viral,
especially with shorts.
Yeah, you can go on all platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, especially YouTube Shorts. Yeah. It doesn't really, your subscriber count doesn't really matter anymore. It's more of a vanity metric now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really matter. It's like your shit got a hit.
I think your
shit got a hit now, man.
I think you always have an advantage being a new creator because you're fresh and people like something that's new and fresh.
Oh yeah, it's nothing like being a new guy, man.
Yeah, but obviously you have to make good content too, and a lot of times new guys don't make good content. But
there's nothing like being the new guy. Like I'm telling you, there's nothing like being. No matter what you're doing, you know, like fucking think of it. If a new artist comes out, like that motherfucker is gonna be everywhere.
It's easy to be excited about it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you're cheering for an underdog, even if it's subconscious. Yeah.
And so when a creator comes out and they're fucking new, it's like it goes crazy. Like a lot of people didn't know Ashton Hall. I knew him. Like I've talked to him as the homie for like years. He's been working content for years, and he had a lot of, but he went fucking mega viral
with that one video.
Yeah. But he was like the new guy to most people. Yeah. Right? Most of who's this? Oh, you heard of this guy Ashton Hall? Now people know him. He's like a household name and shit. Yeah. Right? But that shit, it won't be like that next year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Andrew Tate is not the new guy anymore. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. There's nothing like being the new guy. So that's what you have.
But it's also like you got to understand if you're going down the content creation path, like you have to it's almost like you have to grind as hard as you can.
Yeah,
making good content. You have to like wait for that moment of opportunity that the algorithm which is a reflection of people's attention, but like catches on because that's the moment you have to be like, all right, this is my moment. Now I could because when you get that moment, if you double down, you stay consistent, you can easily blow up, right? But it's hard to create that moment. It's hard to create moment.
It's hard to get to that point where it's like a tipping point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's really difficult to get there. Yeah. But it might be easier now, man. Some people say it was easier back then, maybe because the bar was lower when I started as far as quality was concerned. But like fuck, when I was starting, the iPhone didn't have HD. Right. So like the iPhone didn't copy and paste when I started. So it's like the technology, motherfuckers can make a fucking viral YouTube video with their phone. Connor was getting 1 million views doing vlogs with his phone, with like an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you can still do that. You can do that shit today, man. This motherfucker's posting iPhone videos, getting millions of views right now on every platform, even long form YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
And so like I think it's better now. I think it's easier now, and you can go because what the algorithm will be said, you can go viral even if you don't have a big following.
Yeah,
I think back in the day you probably had to have a big following to go viral.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, man. All right, so
the world changed.
So you're saying consistency. So you say what were your 3 tips? Consistency,
like have upload schedule, so consistency. Also consistently actually increase the quality of your content.
Yeah,
we both seen guys who have been making content for 10 years and they've never incremented how many views they're getting.
Never changed.
Yeah, and it's like, man, really, you've been making a video for 10 years, bro? Like, it's pretty tough, man. You know what I mean? So like actually improve it.
Yeah.
And then look for the trends, look for the waves.
Yeah, look for the waves. Yeah. But you also I would say all that shit is right, but you also want to be careful, man. Like what do you really want to be known for? You know what I'm saying? I would hate to get famous for some fuck shit. You know?
Well, I mean, I guess look for the waves within like the genre of content that you're trying to create.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if I see some people doing some TikTok dance, I'm not gonna start doing a TikTok dance. Man.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant, right? You don't do no sucker shit just to follow a wave, you know.
Yeah.
Like I could, And this ain't sucker shit what I'm about to say. These are my homies, but like, you know, I could have fucking tried to be like Fresh and Fit and the motherfuckers who copied off of Fresh and Fit and had like fucking 30 chicks in here, right? But like I don't want to be known for that kind of content. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Does that make sense? And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not part of my brand.
Yeah.
You know? So you gotta be careful. What do you want to be known for? You gotta have
to dances, man. When those dance videos start going viral, a lot of dudes, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man?
Bro.
It made me think a lot of people differently.
No. When I see motherfuckers was dancing and then the motherfuckers was doing the shit, the 2000s, nope. Yep. Remember that?
Yeah.
No, I seen some dudes doing that. I was like, you motherfucker.
You're not gonna catch me doing that, man.
Remember when motherfuckers was changing clothes with their girls during the pandemic?
Oh, they'd be doing like a snap or like a twist or something.
Yeah. They would like it would snap and they'd be wearing their girls' clothes.
Oh, that? I didn't see that.
No. Fucking J-Lo did that shit with
I thought you mean if they were showing out like different outfit combinations.
They would play. That was the trend. They would play "Non-Stop" by Drake. You know what I'm saying?
I think I do remember.
And then they would snap, and then motherfuckers would be wearing their girls' clothes.
Never.
And the girls would be wearing their clothes.
Yeah.
Every one of those couples are broken up.
Or it's not a relationship I don't want to be in at the very least.
Listen, I ain't seen none of them survive. J-Lo was doing that shit with Alex Rodriguez, and I was like, man, this motherfucker Alex Rodriguez, you won a World Series, my nigga. What are you doing?
But J-Lo, all her relationships fail,
Yeah, listen, something wrong with that bitch. But it's like,
but yeah, exactly.
Don't do no sucker shit.
Yeah, don't do no sucker shit. That's a good way of saying.
Don't do no sucker shit. I seen a lot of sucker shit, not just the dance and things. I seen sucker shit on YouTube. Like I could have just started talking shit about people. You know what I'm saying? Like when that was really fucking big, you know. Yeah. But like, I ain't doing no sucker shit.
Yeah. Now you have to have like an internal bar.
Yeah.
For yourself, do you have to stay above?
Yeah, I could have started doing pranks.
Like a moral bar. I don't know if it's moral, but kind of like a moral bar. Yeah.
I could have started doing fake pranks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, remember motherfuckers was doing pranks and we found out a lot of them were fake, you know?
Vitaly?
Yeah, I could have started doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I ain't trying to do no sucker shit. You know? All right, I think those are good tips. No sucker shit would be the fourth one.
Yeah. I'm gonna add that to my list.
All right, yo, what we about to do now, we do this thing called the market update where we talk about the stock market. You down to do that? You about to learn? You in the stock market? You invest in this shit?
I pay attention, yeah.
All right, man. You about to learn. We bringing out the homie, Young Candlestick. Let's go. Yeah. You know what it is. I am Brandon Carter, King Keto, and I'm here with the homie Greg, Young Candlestick. You know, certified market technician. Past Series 65, out here getting it, man. Tell it what's popping, man.
Oh man, there's a lot going on in the markets. But before we get started, I just want to say, David, your content is amazing. You're making the world a better place.
Thank you, bro. Very much appreciated. Thank you, bro.
My fiance and I, we follow and keep up with you and Julia's journey. It's really cool.
It means the world to me, man. Respect, man. Thank you.
But yeah, basically. Nice. When we're talking about the stock market, there's a lot going on. We got the S&P 500, a little bit of volatility. It's dropping today. We've got gold making all-time highs.
Come on, man.
There's just a lot of stuff that's popping off. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and show you guys what's up. So basically, S&P 500 had a fat-ass gap down. That just means that price just took a fat tank. It opened a lot lower than when it closed on Friday. And every week, the market makers, they price in a range. And so this is called the expected move. The lower end of the expected move was right here for the S&P 500. We actually gapped underneath that. Remember that 2/3 of the time, price tends to be contained within the expected move and close within the expected move. So it actually rallied and finished towards the highs. So short term, probably choppy, maybe a little bit more neutral / bullish. But for the month of September, I think we can see more volatility and a little bit more downside.
September's typically a bearish month. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah. September and October tend to be bearish months. And when you have the technicals combined with seasonality, you have high probability trade setups. Okay. And it really comes down to what your goals are when you're investing or trading in the markets. One of the top watches, though, that we had last Thursday, I was saying I'm trying to go like all in on gold without being like
we were saying go all in or go. I told you I had futures contracts. I bought some contracts. I came up.
Oh yeah, no, it was a huge trade. I even made a video last Friday saying, hey, the next big trade, gold calls. Posting about it, posting in the Victory Unit Discord, you name it. Gold calls, depending on the expiration that you did, went over 1,000%. So
come on.
Money, you know,
we are getting it, man. We made a lot of. We've been making mad money on the gold trade. We both long gold.
Exactly. And why was I looking at longing gold? Well, gold had been going sideways for a long period of time. Gold also has relative strength. It's in an uptrend. Gold is a hedge against inflation, and inflation might start to skyrocket if the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates in September. So we had the technicals lining up. We had the fundamentals lining up. We had volume confirming. We had RSI breakouts. We had MACD breakouts. And that was just a good trade. Gold short term, it's a little bit overbought. I do think it can go a bit higher. But if it ever retests this breakout area, GLD 317, that can be another spot to potentially add to the trade. And that's very similar with silver. Silver's nice and strong today, breaking out.
Yeah, you've been all about silver for like months.
Pretty much every podcast for the last 200 episodes, I've been saying
silver.
But, you know,
and I've been saying gold, man. You know what I'm saying? But
they're both doing good. You know, why pick one? Also, you guys know that my top holding is Google stock. Google stock is absolutely flying after hours. Like,
what's going on with that? What is that about?
So basically, Google's been having some troubles with the government. Basically, the government saying, Google, you're a monopoly. Your search engine is good. We need to shut that shit down. And so that caused a lot of volatility in Google earlier in the year. Basically, today they came out and said, yeah, there's nothing we can really do about it. That's basically the news catalyst. So that just released all that upside energy. Google up almost 10% after hours.
That's fucking crazy for such a fucking large cap stock.
Exactly. And you were texting me earlier today, Brandon, like what's going on with Apple? It seems to be like some sympathy move with Google.
Apple's up 5%. Well, they have some. It probably has to do with Google. I'm sorry, because Apple does a lot of all this search runs through Google.
That would make a lot of sense. So
Apple's and they thinking about integrating Gemini with Siri. Okay. They were doing fucking with ChatGPT a little bit, but they think about moving everything to Gemini because Apple they ain't got their shit together with AI, so they want to move it with Gemini. And Gemini is fucking dope.
Apple's lagging on AI. They'll just tag on to Google. Just, hey, let's form a team over here.
Google is killing that shit with AI, bro. Like VO3 is the best video generator. Nano Banana is by far the best image generator, right? And I mean, it's like by far the best. Like the shit ain't even close. That shit makes the ChatGPT shit look archaic.
They got a bunch of tech nerds in the background just working overtime. They're going nuts.
Yeah. You haven't seen it? Oh, my man ain't seen Nano Banana. Keep going. Keep going, Greg. I'm gonna pull up some Nano Banana for this motherfucker. Hold on.
So,
Greg, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course. What's up, David?
Well, you mentioned this situation with the Fed. I'm curious what your take is, because obviously Trump is heavily pressuring them to drop interest rates. Maybe because it's just like a good headline, right? Like it sounds like good news, but and obviously he's trying to like take over the Fed. But what's your take on what happens next? Like, what do you think the probability is that they cut rates, or that he successfully gets rid of this Cook, or even takes Powell out? Like, what do you think's going to happen here?
That's a really good question. So first part is, I think there's a 90% chance that the Fed cuts interest rates by 25 basis points. And that's likely already priced into the market. You can see that with small caps. They tend to do a lot better because smaller businesses, they need that extra credit to keep their businesses afloat. So there's a very high probability of a 25 basis point rate cut. But this ties in with inflation, because when the Fed cuts rates, the cost of living goes up. So those that are living on fixed income, The boomers, the old people, the retirees, they get hurt the most. Us business owners can generally generate more profits when interest rates get cut because we can borrow more money. We can, increase our payroll for employees. The businesses tend to do really well, but people on fixed income get hurt. The question becomes then is what's going on with inflation and the job market? Because cutting rates helps the job market. Bigger businesses can hire more employees. So I think is going on is the Fed's like, okay, is inflation like kind of contained right now? And I have a chart of oil prices up on the screen. This is a daily chart. Oil prices tend to be correlated with inflation. So when you see oil start to spike, that's the Fed being like, man, we may not be able to cut as much as we'd like. And so it's a tricky situation. How much inflation does the Fed actually want? They say they want 2% per year. We're at just above that, like 2.5 to 3%. Some say it's a little bit more. It depends on how they're measuring it. And so what's the inflation looking like? If oil prices can drop and sell off, then the Fed may cut interest rates a lot more. And so that's basically what the Fed's trying to do. I don't think Jerome Powell's I think Jerome Powell's probably going to finish his term before getting, and then he's just going to leave. I don't know if Trump can like actually kick him out unless he finds some dirt on him,
Yeah.
Does that answer your question, David?
Yeah, no, so yeah, interesting perspective. No, it helps me. Yeah, thank you.
Hold on, let me show him some of this nano banana Google shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can share my screen. So like, yo, check this shit out, man. This shit's crazy. This ain't even the best.
Oh,
shit.
This is good.
Oh, all right. So I took this motherfucking picture of me.
Yeah.
I took this Gucci suit.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, put me in the Gucci suit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's that nano banana, right? I took this picture of my girl. I took it off her Instagram, right? Boom. I screenshot it. That's her. That's the whole picture.
You did both of these right now, so it's quick.
I didn't do it right now.
Okay,
but I could.
Okay.
Right. And I said, make this shit full body. Like, remember, it was cropped in like this. It fucking made the fucking rest of the room,
doesn't do any
homie.
weird like fingers.
It didn't do nothing weird, bro. It made, and that looks like my crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. It made the shit full body. Right. I took this, the homie Dan, friend of the show, big homie. I took it and said, yo, man, replace me in the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? So, I took this picture of me with these shorts. I said, yo, make them red. Boom.
That's pretty good.
Then I said, give me an afro.
Does it when you tell it to make the shorts red, does it does it change the rest of the photo or it keeps it all the same?
Nah, it kept it all the same. Okay. It was like better than ChatGPT.
Yeah, but ChatGPT all of a sudden messes everything else up.
It changed all shit. Yeah. I took this picture. Okay, boom. See this photo? Cool. Right? I said, make the suit tan, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
You know what I'm saying? You see how good that shit is?
This is Google AI Studio.
Yeah. Then I said, make it full body, right? It fucking made it. It made up it generated all the background in the rest of my body.
That's solid. That's real solid.
That's crazy, right? I said, yo, put me in a suit. I took this picture of me, put me in a suit.
Yeah, because I've been using the Photoshop built-in one, but this looks way better.
Oh no, this is way better. I think they have a plugin though for Photoshop now.
Really?
Yeah, you got to pick. I don't think they call it Nano Banana on Photoshop. It's Google Limit. You use Google AI Studio to do it. But this shit is crazy, man.
I'm gonna set a reminder for myself.
So that's a big reason why that I don't think that hurts. That they win in the AI shit.
No, yeah, that would not hurt Google. If I were to do that on ChatGPT, I'd get like 15 fingers showing up.
Yeah. And like Gemini, if you use Gemini instead of ChatGPT, it doesn't do that freaking weird dashes,
Yeah.
Like I feel like Gemini talks better than ChatGPT.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Claude, but Claude is like,
I didn't like Claude.
Man, you only use Claude during Pride Month, man. You know what I'm saying? And use Gronk. You use Gronk if you nasty. You know what I'm saying? If you like, if you want something real nasty, some freaky, you can use the Gronk. Or if you like a little racism in your AI. Some people just like a little bit of racism. Ain't no problem. Right? Gronk can do it for you.
Okay.
Gronk can give you a little bit of racism.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Depends on how controversial you want to be,
Yeah. Depends on what your goals are, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Or if you want to, yo, Gronk is insane. Let me show you how insane Gronk is.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta show him. You got a question. Think of a question.
Yeah, hit me up, David.
David, think of a question.
How's your back doing? Because I know you got injured. How was that?
It's getting better. It's just, I trained with Brandon today. I'm basically back to training full strength, just avoiding squats, deadlifts. It just gets really like the last few days, for example, it just gets really like sore and tight, or like my left leg where the nerve was compressed. I still like my left calf and hamstring are still a little bit weak, but it's, you know, as bad as it was. Honestly, I feel blessed that I recovered as fast as I did, because it was pretty dark time.
Oh, darling.
Wait, what's it?
You got a question for Gronk?
Let me. I gotta think of something good.
Think of hurt.
Let me see.
All right.
Is it audio?
Yeah, just say ask a question.
My friend Brandon sells this Thot Repellent, and I was curious, what are the most relevant ethnicities that it should target?
Fucking want me to dive into this shitstorm? Fine, let's get fucking crazy. Thought repellent, huh? Brandon's out here selling some next level brain repellent, and you want to know which ethnicities to zap with it. I'll give you the unhinged rundown, but don't expect me to play nice or follow any bullshit PC rules. This is going to be a wild ride. First off, let's be real. Thought repellent sounds like something you'd spray on people to stop them from thinking too hard about what? Their life choices, their memes, their fucking crypto investments. I'm picturing Brandon with a spray can, running through the streets like a madman, hosing down anyone who dares have an original idea. Since you're asking about ethnicities, I'm going to assume this is some batshit marketing scheme to target specific groups based on what's buzzing in their heads. Here's the deal, though. Thoughts aren't ethnicity specific.
Okay, all right. But she'll talk crazy. She'll talk even crazy.
I can tell.
No, she'll get. Hold on. You want to see her get crazy?
That's just a thought.
Crazy, man. Let me see. She'll get crazy. My girlfriend's always cooking big ass bananas for breakfast. What does that mean?
Oh, mate. In the morning, she's either trying to start your day with a Freudian wink, or she's just obsessed with potassium-packed innuendos. Big ass bananas for brekkie screams, I'm serving you a side of suggestive vibes with your porridge. Maybe she's hinting you need to up your morning stamina. Or plot twist, she's just a fruit fetishist who gets off on peeling those bad boys in slow motion. Want to spice it up? Shove a banana up your ass and see if she's cooking for kink or just loves a good plantain.
Bro.
So, you want me to brainstorm some batshit ways to handle this banana bonanza?
Interesting.
Yeah, see, ChatGPT won't do that.
No.
ChatGPT won't tell you to shove a banana up your ass.
No. I don't, yeah.
Nah, I doubt it.
Does anyone use Grok for serious purposes?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
It's good at generating images.
Okay.
It'll do anything.
But not as good as Google AI.
No, listen, it'll do anything. Okay, like
Anything.
make me an image of Kanye West surrounded by Ku Klux Klan members.
They might not have to make that one.
Yeah, they might just have to look for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're wild, Brandon.
Yeah, and it just made it. Like it just made it. Like we're like no other one they won't just make a celebrity for you, but she'll just make a celebrity for you.
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. And it's not a bad image.
Yeah.
Like she'll just make celebrities for you. She'll do whatever you want.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got to use this to make some money.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a market for Kanye West Klan images, but
There might be.
well,
Not
listen,
my style, but,
tell me, bring up your charts. Let's find out where we can invest in if we know.
So basically, if you miss that run on Google, what you can do is you can take a look at the XLC ETF. It's the communication sector. Now, it's going to be gapping up to all-time highs tomorrow because of the Google move. But the thing is this is a diversified ETF. It's got Meta. It's got other stocks in it. And so XLC, I really like for relative strength and dollar cost averaging. Okay. So it's one of those things where it's really tough to buy Google now, like after it's run up 10% after hours, all-time highs. But XLC still has room in it, and you're still getting some of that Google. Okay.
All right.
Last time I was also talking about XBI, and Brandon, you were calling me wild for trading XBI and investing in it. But it's
because that's the Biotech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Biotech is a fucking wild place to be, man.
You're
moving on the edge.
Think about
you investing in biotech
and just they're gonna engineer new babies. They're gonna grow AI babies or babies from like an AI womb, which is kind of weird. It's like that's like a big part of the human experience, but that could be the potential future. I do like biotech for curing diseases, death from natural causes or natural diseases. But
I like the idea of making super babies. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit is dope. You know, you can make yourself a super baby. I think that should be dope.
Captain America's Spider-Man.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, man?
It would be pretty cool. And you know, you can invest in it in XBI. It's just starting to break out. I do think in a few years this can hit all-time highs and even further. So
speaking of crazy ETFs, real quick, semiconductors, SMH, man. The fuck, Greg.
Semiconductors are a leading market indicator. And so semiconductors look a bit weak. So the NASDAQ is weak right now. It's it's down more than the S&P 500. And the IWM is a little bit stronger. So the market is kind of broadening out a little bit. More stocks are starting to participate in the rally. Semiconductors are basically saying, yeah, we might have a bearish September, maybe a bearish October. Long term, I really do like the SMH ETF. You know, my favorite ones are AVGO. I'd like to see if AVGO could get down to this 250 area, and that would be a dip buy. I like TSM if this could get down to something like 195, and I like NVIDIA. Those are my top 3 semiconductor stocks.
Okay.
NVIDIA, I'd like to see that at like 146. But the SMH ETF, really, really good long term. It's going to be super volatile in the short term, though. So if you're a lot younger, dollar cost averaging can be a good play. That's not financial advice. That's just generally a good rule of thumb. And so 250 could be a support area. If it gets super oversold, you can do a lump sum investment.
All right. You got 2 super chats, Greg.
Oh, let's check it out. Pursue excellence. He says, yo, BBC and Young Candlestick. I signed up for Victory Trades and studying. Any advice?
Yo, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Those got Victory Trades. That's where we trade every morning. We trade futures every morning live, and you get Greg's trade alerts straight to your phone. You know what I'm saying? It's lit.
Yeah,
make a lot of money with us, man.
Basically,
click the link in the description if you want to join.
Yeah, come check it out. Basically, last week I was alerting, hey, I'm buying gold call options, call spreads, silver call options, leap silver calls. On Friday, I noted if you don't feel like you have enough gold and silver, this is the spot to add. Made a weekend videos telling everybody, hey, this is going to be one of my biggest trades of 2025. It's not easy to do, to put yourself out there and make such a big bet publicly, but I was really, really confident. And I think what played out, you know, like, and so, yeah, gold and silver likely going to continue for just a couple more days. But after that, you want to wait for that.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to wait all in my chain. Gold.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking with the gold.
Yeah.
Don't believe me, just stocks. All right. Well, let's I think you got another one.
Congratulations on joining Victory Trades. Any advice?
Yeah, man. We'll see you tomorrow morning, homie.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Practice on the simulator. Go through the courses. There's a beginner course, a futures course, and an options course. Attend all the live sessions and ask any question. We also have a Victory Trades question channel where you can ask anything that you want, but you're in the studying and practice mode. And then from there, you can scale up. Got it? All right. Nav says, what are the chances your shares get sold doing covered calls when price goes up, strike price before expiration? Seems very unlikely. So what you can actually do is you can look at the delta on that call option. The delta tells you the probability that it's going to expire in the money. Okay, so I just want to see for 1 second. I want to give an example. So one of the stocks that I alerted today, this is called TCMD. And I bought 100 shares and I sold the 15 strike covered call. So this is a small position, nothing big or anything like that. But I bought 100 shares and I sold the 15 covered call. The delta on the 15 covered call is 0.25. That means that there's a 25% chance that I'm going to get called away. Don't sell a covered call if you're not cool with selling the shares at that strike price. Yeah. But because you're making that commitment, you get guaranteed cash.
Yeah, okay? You get that premium.
Yeah, you get that premium.
Sometimes you get called away, right?
Yeah.
You know, I like Nvidia went up too high and I got called away, but I made a lot of money on that shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And like, you're not always going to get the tippy top, but you'll get that extra premium. You're getting paid to take profits. So you only do a covered call strategy if you're okay with getting called away. I personally don't like rolling or anything like that. If anything, if I feel like I'm going to get called away, what I'll sometimes do is I'll just buy another 100 shares and sell another covered call at another extra, you know, like just average up on the trade. Oftentimes that works because trends tend to persist over time. And over the long run, you're going to have higher cash flow by doing that.
There's been times I'd have covered calls and cash secure puts on the same instrument, you know what I'm saying? Expire the same day. I do that shit all the time.
It's absolutely beautiful. I've been saying ET is a great stock for this, where you sell cash secured puts when it dips, when it bounces, you sell covered calls, you get cash flow on the top side, cash flow on the bottom side, and you get an 8% dividend. Just hold on to the shares. So just money is just printing into your account. And so with those trades, I like taking larger size on. Especially if I'm doing this for more income. Growth, you know.
Yo, we take this last super chat from Nav, and then we got to get back to David. You know,
definitely, I'd love to. Okay, what are the Yeah, I think we answered that question, right? What's the last one?
You just threw it in there again.
You're saying you're going to get called before expiration. That usually only happens if your option is deep in the money and the call buyer chooses to exercise it. Sometimes it can be a market maker or it can be another firm. So if your option gets deep in the money, you'll just get called away. That's fine, because then you don't even have to wait until expiration and you get all that cash back plus the premium. So if you get called away before expiration, that's cool. You just get your cash back.
Well, if it's a cover call, he didn't put cash, right? He got his if it's cash, if it's a cover call, he got his he just gets his stock taken away. Oh, and he gets the cash that he put into it. My fault.
The buying power used to buy the 100 shares.
Yeah, the buying power. Yeah.
So that happens when you get deep in the money, and the call buyer that sold you that call option, that's going to that call buyer exercises it. Again,
it means you sell it for profit, homie.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good place to be.
All right. Listen, man, if you haven't already, make sure y'all join Victory Trades. You can trade with Greg and I every morning as early as tomorrow. And you get Greg's trade alert straight to your phone. Start getting money with us, all right?
Yeah. Good to see you, David. Keep it up.
Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right. You as well. So, David, man, you built your home.
Yeah.
What was that like? And why'd you do it instead of just buying a house?
I built a few homes.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a logical reason there.
Yeah.
There's something nice. I think there's something that I like. And then like me and my wife, like as like a unit of like designing the
whole crib,
and the different rooms. And yeah,
it sounds like a nightmare to me. I didn't even furnish this place. I bought it with furniture, except for this. This is the only room that we furnished because we had to take all the furniture out of here and put it in
it's not something I necessarily recommend. And the problem is we moved a lot, so a lot of times we put.
Why are you moving all the time?
I don't know.
You're moving and building houses all the time.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You're insane.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not an optimal strategy. It's not an optimal strategy.
Yeah,
I think I just have something in me that likes It's like when you build a house or you buy the land, you put the money down, and then the house is being built, and you're funding the construction. It's almost like I'm like making a bet on the future, and it keeps me motivated, maybe in some messed up way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It might be tied into more like a psychological thing.
Yeah. You think you're gonna stay in Texas?
Maybe.
Yeah. How do you like Texas?
If I'm gonna be in the States, I mean, it would have to be Florida or Texas,
right?
But I do like Texas.
Why Texas? You like ride horses and shit, or what?
Nah, man. I like Austin. It's a good mixture of like the climate's better than here, man. But you don't really have humidity in Austin. It's hot, but you don't get the humidity.
I like humidity.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the environment is giving me a hug. You know.
I don't think anybody likes humidity.
Nah, man, nobody but me. You know what I'm saying?
We got the lake nearby, so we go out on the boat. Go like wake surfing and stuff. Downtown Austin's cool. It's got good restaurants and stuff. I think Miami's more lively. Yeah. And I also like your East Coast. You're a little closer to hopping over to Europe.
Yeah, and you're on Central Time.
I'm on Central. What's only an hour difference?
Yeah,
but I'd rather be Eastern, but sometimes I work with people in Europe too. So it's a little better. Yeah, I don't know. I think Miami's a little bit more exciting, but Texas maybe feels a little more wholesome than Miami.
In what way?
I mean, Miami doesn't feel very wholesome.
Yeah, it depends on who you kicking it with, man.
Yeah.
It depends on who you with, man. You know, I'm gonna be asleep at 10:30, 11.
Yeah, but you know what? I get when I'm driving around.
You get some Thot Repellent, you good.
I might need the Thot Repellent.
Yeah. When you're driving around, what happens, man? what happens? Tell me more.
Well, it's like on one hand, it's nice because it's an exciting it's an exciting vibe, man. A lot of Rolls Royces and shit on the road.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there definitely is a little bit of like the fake feeling in Miami as you're cruising around. Maybe I always stay in Brickell. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, Brickell's like its own universe.
It's cool to stay there when I come visit.
Brickell, that's where I used to always stay when I would visit, but I didn't want to live there. That's why I'm downtown, like not far, but
now you might be right. It might be more of a perception thing than like if I was actually living here thing. On a daily basis.
I think it's like if you go to Chicago and you only go to the South Side, you go, this place is a fucking war zone. They're shooting all the time, but there's more to it than that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
you're happy in Miami.
Oh yeah,
you were in New York before, right?
I lived in Mad. I was happy in Mad. I only moved because of taxes.
Yeah,
no state income tax.
No difference other than taxes. The quality of life.
The weather's better. Yeah, man, I was chilling.
If there was no taxes in either one, which would you choose? No.
I have more friends here now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my friends moved during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I got more friends here. I can make some friends, you know, like if I wanted to. But like I got more friends here, and
so there's nowhere you live other than Miami right now.
I can't think of a place I'd want to live. It'd have to be a state with no income tax. So that's
Nevada, New Hampshire,
Wyoming.
I mean, it's basically Texas or Florida.
It's Texas, Florida.
Well, I mean, some people like Nevada.
Yeah, my brother lives there. Yeah. I thought about it. Yeah. You know, I thought about it, but it's like, first of all, you on West Coast time.
Yeah,
it's the desert. Mammals ain't really supposed to live there. You know, they fight nature out there. You know, God didn't want that. If God wanted man in Texas, he would put him there. He would have put some water there.
In Texas?
I mean, in Nevada, he'd put some water there, man. They fight nature. And but being on Pacific time,
that'd be tough, I think.
Fuck that. Yeah. Fuck the East Coast time is it's money time.
If California was tax-free, that'd be a nice option, but
I'm not a fan of
the weather
is beautiful. The scenery is beautiful.
Yeah, the weather, the ocean, the mountains.
I got friends there. It just takes 2 hours to get anywhere in LA.
Yeah, the traffic's not great.
It's awful.
And then San Diego should be cool, but there's a lot of homeless people.
There's a lot of homeless people, bro. It's like San Diego got a lot of homeless people and junkies. Like they're not just crazy homeless people. They junkies.
Yeah.
And where there's junkies, there's dope dealers. And when there's dope dealers, there's some shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. You can tell. There's either a lot of dope dealers in San Diego, or this one kingpin walking around. I would bet on the former. And LA, you know, when you're dealing with people who live in LA, the concept of time to them is more of a suggestion You know what I'm saying?
It's the same as Spain. It's the same as Spain.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Europe. Like you lived in Europe. You lived in Europe, man. There's no way I'm leaving America. You know,
it's a different pace of life. I like the European.
You got family.
Yeah,
you got the genetic predisposition to like in Spain.
I do.
I thought about Puerto Rico for that 4% tax, but everybody I know who lives in Puerto Rico, they're always fucking here.
Yeah,
as much as possible.
That's the only spot as a U.S. citizen you can get a tax break, basically.
Yeah,
I mean it's a big tax break,
but you got to live in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, not too much to do there.
You got to live in Puerto. I mean, it's stuff to do. It's just it's not as developed as the mainland. It's still America, but it's not as developed as the mainland. It's just, yeah.
I've never. Yeah,
it's fun. It's a fun place to visit. I enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool, man.
I've never been.
But
I never seriously considered Puerto Rico.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, mi ente mucho peligroso.
In Puerto Rico?
Yeah, sí, mucho peligroso. All right, so you're gonna stay in Texas, man. You like barbecue a lot, huh?
I like tacos. I like barbecue. I like steaks. Texas got good steaks.
Texas got good steaks, man.
They don't get seafood is not so good there though.
Nah, because where it's gonna come from.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're not close enough to the Gulf, right?
But even in Houston, the seafood's not good. I don't think there's good seafood there, man.
Yo, man, I know Miami's hot, but ain't nothing like Houston hot. I don't know. Houston feels different to me, man.
What's the humidity, man? I know you like it, but that Houston humidity's a lot. I lived in Houston for a minute, and for me it was yeah.
Houston feels like the oven.
Yeah. Now, Houston, you can go out 6 a.m, like go for a walk. Like, I'm gonna get out there before it's hot. You're still sweating your ass.
It
out,
feels
man.
like the fucking oven, bro. I'm out every morning before the sun comes out, and it feels delightful.
Yeah, same in Austin.
You know, but Houston is different, man.
Yeah.
All right. What advice would you have? What advice would you have for a young man who's trying to come up in the world? You know, you 35, you want a tail end of life. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost over, man.
Yeah, you pass your prime. You know what I'm saying? What would you say to a young man who's in his 20s watching this?
I think as I'm sitting here on my deathbed,
we
back, man.
We unks now.
We officially OG status, man.
Yeah.
I think you got to start with getting in shape. It's like the most standard cliche advice that I almost don't want to give it, but like if you're being real with yourself and you're not in shape, you're gonna have trouble building anything else if you can't even stay like. And I know if you're not in shape, maybe it seems like really hard to stay consistent in the gym and with your diet, but that has to be something you make like simple and automatic. It just has to be like because for me and for every other successful person that I know who like at least that came up in our like generation of people, for every single one of them without exception, it started with their fitness. I've seen some people. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying everyone I know in my circles, it all started with fitness.
And if they get successful without it, it's something that bothers them. Like something they're always working on, something that I've seen it, man. Like they might not say publicly, but they talk to me about it. You know?
Yeah, but it's all. I guess you could say there's exceptions, but like that's the exception to the rule, probably, right?
Yeah,
like it's more optimal because once you're in shape, I just feel like it's easier to apply that discipline to any other area of your life, right?
Man, that's something that people say, but I want to believe it.
Yeah,
but the most successful people I know are not in the best shape, and the people I know in the best shape are not the most successful.
I'm not saying to be 8% diced body fat, but I'm saying to be in shape.
No, I think it's better.
And I'm not saying also that
for sure
if you know some guy with $500 million net worth that they're necessarily in shape. Maybe if you're trying to optimize to get to that level, there's a whole different path that I don't even know about.
Yeah,
but I think in general, start with getting in shape.
I think it does help you. Like honestly, you can do it without it, but I think it helps, man, because people treat you different.
For sure, people treat you different. I do think for me, like forcing myself to track calories and go to the gym and to see my weights increment each week, it taught me like to systemize things in my life, and then I can maybe start to systemize content or something after that. But anyway, I'd start with that.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would pick like, wait, what's your objective for the next 6 months? 'Cause I think it's bullshit when it's like, oh, like, what am I gonna do with my life, man? But I've pivoted so many times in my life. Like, just pick something for the next 6 months, and like, it could be learning how to edit videos and trying to get a few clients to edit videos but just like pick something and just like dedicate yourself to that.
Really dedicate.
But like, as a failure wasn't an option.
You got to go all out.
Yeah,
it's hard to make a 5-year plan, because I think 5 years ago we didn't have ChatGPT. Like, it's hard to forecast what the world's gonna be like 5 years from now. But you can pick 6 months, 90 days. You know what I'm saying? But
like, skill acquisition itself becomes a skill.
It does. That's true.
So like, even if you pick a skill that, my first job was like software. Like, I was working at a software company, and like, I don't really do anything with that now. But still, like, the process of excelling in the year I was there, and then being a personal trainer and like building a personal training business, even though then I just like left that, it's not like it was all wasted, because like the process of like approaching a skill or a goal or a challenge and like learning how to become competent at it, it translates to the next. Like, you get a natural momentum in your life too, and also like a self-belief that like, oh, I know I'll be able to figure this out, versus like, there's no way I'll figure this shit out. I think a lot of people
totally agree. I totally agree. I think it does translate, because I used to be a musician and shit, and it's like, you may think of my music career as a failure, right? But it taught me to be creative, right? And like business,
and put yourself out there, and probably not be afraid of people judging you and shit.
Oh yeah. I used to do fucking rap battles. So when people ask me how you do public speaking, I'm like, bro, I used to do rap battles like back in where I had to fucking make fun of somebody off the top of my head on beat.
Yeah.
While he's making fun of me.
Yeah.
In front of strangers. Right. Yeah. So like, when I had to do public speaking, it's like, all I have to do is talk. It don't have to rhyme. I don't have to be.
It probably created some neural pathways or some shit, man. I don't know how that all works.
It's fucking easy, bro. I don't even. I do speeches, and sometimes I feel sorry for the people who got to speak after me. I don't even mean that in a negative way, and I don't say that to them. I cheer them on, but I was like, man, I really feel sorry for everyone who's got to go after me, because this is going to be a hard act to follow. And mind you, I didn't prep at all. Yeah. I just know that this is going to be amazing, because I used to fucking freestyle rap battle for years.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
So I say that to say everything translates, like you skill acquisition, or I'm sure that software job taught you something that helped you with video editing, and video editing taught you something that helped with the business you're doing now.
It's a Steve Jobs quote. It's like, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards, meaning that like everything you do in your life might seem like random and disconnected, but like everyone who, I don't know if reaches success or creates something, like it's some combination of these different like dots they acquired in the past. Yeah. So it's fine, I think, to go down random, like, oh, I want to try and do YouTube for 2 years. Even if you don't stick with it for after 2 years, like there's still going to be, there's going to be some translation.
Yeah, and there's something there, man.
And if you don't think about it, because I think the biggest risk that a lot of people face, and I faced it for a lot of years, is like, it's like we were talking about earlier, where like, you're like, oh, I'm going to have all these 3 different businesses, right? Like people create barriers in their head, or reasons, or built-in excuses, or built-in barriers for like why this isn't. And they never fully commit to anything, right?
Yeah. No. People never go all out. I was telling a young man to pick something and go fucking all out.
But like, actually all out.
All out. What does that mean to you?
I mean, bro, when I was that first few years of YouTube, like I lived YouTube. Yeah. I showered YouTube. I shit YouTube. I slept YouTube. Like my mind lived in YouTube. Like, if I was filming a video, I was thinking about the next shot. If I was done filming a video, I was thinking about the next video. And that's the only thing that lived in my head. Yeah. And if I was relaxed, I was probably watching videos to get ideas. But like that was all out.
All out, man. Yeah. I just say,
and if I had to go refilm a scene, I'd go refilm a scene. If I made a rule, if I'm sitting there editing and it'll be cool to do something, even if it takes me extra 5 hours, I'm just gonna do it. Like,
we need this shot.
Yeah, or if there's anything I thought to make a video better, I wouldn't use it as an excuse. Like, oh, it's gonna be annoying because it's gonna take me an extra few hours. But I built it in. I'll always do it.
How could you fail if you went with that mindset? Like, think about that, right? What I tell people is, don't think about what you have to do. What do you think is the right amount of effort to succeed? Think about what kind of effort would I have to put in that would make failure impossible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you put in, this a whole different mindset.
Yeah.
Because I remember I got this from my guitar teacher. Like I had played to play for somebody, you know, and I was like, cool. Oh, it's a gig, cool. And I was practicing the shit with him because it was some shit that I had never done before. And I was struggling with it, then I got it. He said, amateurs practice till they get it right, pros practice till they can't get it wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And it just changed my mindset of how I went about everything.
But that's how you approach everything, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's how
you don't want to like leave something up to chance if it's possible not to.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's certain things that are out of our hands, but if it's in your hands,
it's like, what kind of effort would I have to put in to make failure impossible? And that's way different than what do I have to do to accomplish this? No, what would I have to do to make failure impossible? Like overdo it.
Yeah,
like
it's
over
like
the top.
It's the opposite of thinking like, what's the fastest and easiest way to get to 1 million subscribers? It's like, no, like what's a way that it might suck really bad, but like I'll definitely get there
if
eventually.
I did it, it would be
it would be like really odd if it didn't happen.
Yeah. So I remember when I hit 1 million subscribers, man. I remember I was like, yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. You work at something every day for fucking 12 years. Yeah, you should probably get some success.
No, I felt the same way when I hit it. It was like, I was happy, and it was like, it was a big achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the biggest achievement of my life at that time. But I agree that it wasn't like, oh my god, it was kind of like. Yeah,
it's like earlier today when we were in the gym, you asked me about my handstands, and you said it's impressive, and I appreciate that. But to me, it's not that impressive when I think about how much work I put in.
No, I'm sure if I was like, give me the plan, and tomorrow I started on it for the next 2 years, by the time I could do it, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is so cool. It'd be like it's about fucking time, man. Like that's the mindset.
Because I told him it took me 2 years to get like that good. Like the first year, I was practice every morning, 20 attempts against the wall just to hold it. And then after 6 months of doing that every day, like fucking Saturday, Sundays, when I say every day, I mean like the literal every day, right? And after 6 months of that, I finally got it. And there was a point. I remember this taught me a big lesson. Go back to your fitness analogy. It taught me a big lesson that there was a point where I felt like I don't think I'm ever going to get this, but I kept going. And I got past it now. Oh, and now I can hold it. Now it's like, oh, fuck, now I got to be able to go down and up. And it took me another 6 months to get one. But I remember there's another point where I was like, I don't think I'll be able to get this.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I remember thinking, this is where people will give up.
Yeah.
So I kept going. And after 6 months of that, I can do one push up. Now, it took a whole nother year before I can just do it on command. Like you could wake me up in the middle of the night, gun in my head, do a handstand push up, and I knock that shit out. Right. But who's going to do something every day for 2 years? You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, man, but I like, recently I got into wake surfing just because we're in Austin. We got the lakes next to us. And at first I was like, man, it's just gonna be impossible. But then like you get up and then you can let go of the rope and then you're surfing the wave. And I was like, I'm gonna learn a 360. And bro, it took me a year until I got the 360. And for most of the time I was like, I feel like I'm probably not gonna get it, man. But like eventually you get it. Or golf is something that like before I hurt my back, for like 3-4 months I was going hard with golf, and I was like, and it still to me feels like there's no chance I'll ever be good at golf.
Yeah.
But as soon as my back holds up and like I get back after it, like eventually you will if you put in enough hours.
That's a weird thing. So like that's what it taught me, right? You know, because some people will try something for a certain amount of time, and then they'll say, I'm just not good at this, or it's not for me.
Yeah.
But I think everybody goes through that shit. Yeah. It's just the people who get good at it keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They keep going through that.
Yeah, the people who got good at it face that same doubt and we're like, fuck, man, I guess I'll just keep going. Yeah.
No, for real, man. I think that's what it is, man. Be just pushing through that shit. There comes a point where it feels like you want to give up.
Even making money online, man. Forever I thought like no one's gonna pay me for anything online. This is like a pipe dream. People don't really make money online. But then you make your first sound. Yeah, maybe you made $37 or something, but like then you make that same sale 100 more times, right? And then your mind starts to change.
Yeah, it's just,
but you can't change it through like thinking about it.
You gotta change it through action. Yeah. You know, you gotta be able to get through that shit, fight through that shit. So he's telling young people to get in shape, and because I think it'll help with that. Like honestly, at first
it's also like a simple, very believable, bro. Like anyone who even doesn't believe in themselves that much, you should still like you've seen enough people get in shape. You can get in shape, right?
Yeah.
It's also just like a simple, believable enough like first step to commit to. I feel like
all mammals will lose weight if they burn more calories than they consume. You know, like and then now you have accomplished something. Once you start winning, winning gives you confidence. I've seen, you know, you've been a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer, and I've seen it change people's whole personality.
Yeah,
shape, man.
I just think it's kind of like a not necessarily easy, but a simple first step.
It's a good win. It's a good win, and it's a good foundation to build on.
But then also, like, you'll get more attention from girls. You can start wearing more stylish clothes, and they look good on you. It also has a lot of built-in benefits on top of just like confidence,
and then just more energy and like just stronger. You can do shit like, you know, fucking your girl hands you, like my girl sometimes she'll hand me something to open up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that's kind of cool, right? You know, or like my son needed a new bed built. You know, and I was like, all right, I'll just build it. You know what I'm saying? I can fucking do it. You know, just being capable. Yeah. You know, especially now you got a kid. Yeah. So your kid ain't moving around, but you're going to see when she starts moving around, you'll take it to like trampoline parks or the playground. You see the fat dad sitting down, you know what I'm saying? Or huffing and puffing. Yeah. You're going to be running around with her. Yeah. Like I was like, when I go to trampoline park, I'm like, yo, we need 2 pair of socks because I'm about to go hard, and then I usually wear my Apple Watch on with him, and I'll put the calories on. All right, let's go. Man. That's my cardio for the day. But it's like, I think that's more. It's got to be more fun for both of y'all if you actually active in the kid's life. You know what I'm saying, as opposed to kind of passive sitting down, you know.
Well, there's more upsides because you could be like, oh no, the first thing you should do is get good at golf or something, right? Because that's even harder than getting in shape, and that's not gonna like benefit you in as many other areas of your life.
That's a fact. Yeah. All right, I get that, man. All right. Hey, man, where can they find out more information about you?
How to Beast on whichever on YouTube or Instagram, man. You can get a lot of information on me out there.
Yeah. It's the one with 1.7 million subscribers.
You can't miss it, bro.
You can't miss it, man. You ignore all the fucking comments under there talking about manifestation books. You get those on your YouTube page.
Man, that's been getting bad the last couple of months.
I get a million comments.
As soon as I publish a video, it's 15.
It's like, man, yo, man, I ain't know about success till I read the manifestation of money shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Goddamn.
I'll take the extra 15 comments. I don't think it helps the algorithm, but
I don't think it does. I block the motherfuckers, and more of them show up. Yeah. Some dummy was like, "Look at Brandon. He's paying people." He put my. It was like
that's someone's new Amazon ebook hustle. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's how they're selling the ebooks. Yeah.
That's how they're selling the ebooks. Some motherfucker was talking shit about me, man. He said, "This motherfucker, look at him. He's paying people to fucking go on his YouTube." I'm like,
paying people to advertise.
I'm paying people to advertise a fucking manifestation book. Get your shit together, weirdo. Yo, ooh. Maybe we should come out with Amazon books and leave those comments on all our videos.
And man, it's like
under a pseudonym. You know what I'm saying?
Can we make a ChatGPT agent? Just go hard. And we can put on everyone else's videos.
Yeah, we can. We
can make a manifestation ebook, bro.
I'll boot up N88 right now. We'll get that shit. We'll add that shit on fucking all of Mike Thurston's video. And we'll tell Mike not to delete him, give him a cut.
Yep.
Make him in a
man, it's the whole new business. Manifestation ebooks.
And that's what, yo, listen. This has been another episode of that Victory Talk podcast. If you want a real ebook, you can download the 10 Commandments of Online Training, links in the description. And that's a real one, and it's free. Yeah, it shows you how to start your online training business. Click the link in the description. Thank you. How to Beast. I don't know what to call you, David. How to Beast.
We got I got a video coming out. It'll be next week, but me and Brandon in the gym together. Big full body workout. That's gonna be some of your best content, I think. Anyway, I'll let y'all. Peace.